today we're just riding around and talking. Yesterday there was a big group ride, not too far from me, and unfortunately most of that footage is kind of cooked. So did catch one wreck. I don't know if I'll post that or not, we'll see. Chris went down. I really need to put a backpack on. My shirt keeps flying up, exposing my love handles. Yeah, nothing real crazy going on. Still waiting on the R3 parts and the Grom shit to get here. It's taking forever. I ordered it through Partzilla because that's really the only place that I could find stuff all in one place. And apparently they don't ship all your stuff out until everything is ready to go. So I think the battery for the Grom or something is expected to be in stock on October 24th or 27th, something like that. So until everything's in stock, they will not ship my order, which is very unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, group ride yesterday went good. I'll try and see if there's any footage I can pull out of there. Most of it was me not talking just because there were so many people. It wasn't like, I'd say there was probably like 50 people or so, but a lot of them that you could tell were kind of new riders, a lot of like Ninja 200 or 250s and like 300s and stuff. So I was trying not to get too distracted because I almost got clipped on the side by some new kid who was trying to get over, and it's kind of chaotic. One guy wrecked, didn't get hurt. He had his gear on, you know, cage and everything, so he's chilling. I know that guy back there. I guess there's some TikTok guy that ate shit running from the GSP the other day, and that's all my TikTok's been. It's just videos of this guy eating shit and everyone saying, you know, either defending him and basically villainizing GSP, or saying that, you know, that he should be entitled to some money and should fucking sue the police and all this other stuff. And it's like, if you're gonna run, you have to accept the consequences. Like, I don't think I would run. Actually, I know I wouldn't run, especially not around here, because I live in like a small town. But even in like bigger cities, I don't know, I don't feel like running's worth it. If you did something, you know, I've been pulled over for doing wheelies and stuff before, like on my old Supermoto, and I got a reckless driving ticket, and I just ate it. Like, there's no running, because they're gonna catch you eventually, and if they do chase you and you freak out and you're trying to run from them, you're gonna eat shit, and you're gonna either kill yourself, hurt someone, or, you know, hurt yourself, and it's just not really worth it. You know, I don't follow a lot of like TikTok influencers because a lot of them are really cringy in my opinion. But if he did run, then I don't know, I just feel like he might have had it coming. I feel like he had it coming, you know, like if you're gonna run, you kind of have to accept all the consequences that come with running. You can't run from somebody and then blame the police for chasing you. It's kind of like, I don't know, running, you can't run from the police and then blame the police for chasing you. Like, you broke the law and they chased you and you ran, and, you know, I don't know if they should have went as far as they did, and the video is kind of unclear. It looks like, you know, maybe they weren't trying to go after him, and then they just kind of ended up hitting him or something. But again, I don't really know because I don't follow a lot of TikTok riders and motorcycle guys on there, because most of them are cringy. Like, I think his whole thing was like dancing, and that's just, I don't know, that's kind of cringy to me, to use a motorcycle for like what most of them use motorcycles for, which is just like thirst trapping on TikTok. It's kind of weird. Yeah, most people use motorcycles as thirst traps on social media, and it's weird. Like, I don't have a bike because I think it's gonna make me look cool or like get pussy. I got a bike because I like to ride, and it's very freeing to ride a motorcycle and and it's like the last little bit of freedom that we have. And if you've never ridden a motorcycle, you don't really know what it feels like. But people like that guy that just sit there and, like, you know, dance shirtless and shit next to motorcycles, it just kind of gives motorcycle riders a bad name. I feel like, you know, that they're all like douchebag college boys and, you know, whatever. Not saying he deserved to get pit maneuvered by GSP and then ran over, but I mean, you definitely, you kind of get what you pay for when you run from police, especially GSP, because those boys do not fuck around, and it's like a globally known thing that you do not run from GSP. Just well known, you don't run from GSP. Everybody knows you don't run from GSP. Not even GSP runs from GSP, because those boys do not give a fuck. I used to live in Georgia, so I know, and like a lot of like big motovlogger guys do live in Georgia, and you know, I do with Dan, Chase on Two Wheels, you know, a lot of those guys, they live down there and they know. They don't even run. A lot of them are actually really good friends with the law enforcement guys down there. When I lived down there, I saw it firsthand that you don't run from those guys. Like, no Georgia police officers, especially state police, do not care about your life or theirs. That's just like their sole purpose. It's almost like they get a bonus for pit maneuvers or something. It's like, sure, it's easy to speed on a bike, you know, you probably could get away most of the time, but that slim chance, which greatly increases the faster you go and, you know, the more erratic you're riding. Like, if you were to wreck, you're probably fucked. Like, there's no coming back from that. Is it worth dying or destroying your bike over a speeding ticket and then, you know, leveling that up to fleeing and evading and, you know, all this other stuff? It's just, to me, it's not worth it. So some people it might be worth it. I don't care. I'll take the ticket, call me a bitch, whatever. Give me the ticket and the increased insurance. I'm good with that. Guy said rev it. You know, I don't wish that guy any ill will or, like, you know, negativity, but you kind of can't really feel bad for him if he was running. Like I said, the video is kind of unclear. You don't really know, like, the backstory stuff to it or whatnot, but in the video it looks a little weird. If he was running, then, you know, it's on him. It's not on them, that's their job. So it's their job, you know. You can't really villainize the police for doing their job. It's just, I don't know, especially in the rain. I don't know why you would want to run in the rain. That is the worst case scenario. And he was wearing a t-shirt. You're on the highway. Like I said, I don't follow the guy. I'm just going off what I've seen on TikTok, that he was on an R7 running in the rain on the interstate, and I don't even know if that was GSP or if it was just a local sheriff's office. But either way, like I said, they don't play down there. The southern states do not play about motorcycles. That's why all these rides, you know, these big group rides are in like St. Louis, Chicago, and then like way down to Miami, where there's this great population, and, you know, those guys don't really care. They do care, but there's nothing they can do about it. But down south, those boys dream of days like that where they get to chase a bike. And running in the rain is just, it just adds to it. You know, he probably got less hurt because he was running in the rain. If he was running when it was dry outside, he'd probably be even worse off. I think the biggest takeaway from that, if you're gonna run, don't run on an R7, and definitely don't run in a t-shirt, you know, and don't get online and cry about it. Could he sue the police department? Sure. Should he? I don't know. I mean, he's probably got medical bills out the ass right now for all that stuff, and he's probably gonna have to go to court for a lot of charges and him trying to plead his case and stuff. But I think running from police in on an R7 and a t-shirt in the rain, that's about as dumb as it gets. And I think that just really shows, like, this TikToker, you know, thirst trap biker culture is just a bunch of idiots. I would never even speed in the rain. I'm terrified of riding in the rain. When it starts raining, I slow way the hell down. know, I ride in a t-shirt around town. I know that if I go down, I'm gonna lose probably every bit of skin on my arms, but that's just something that, you know, I've come to accept. And I know it's just hot, you know, it's not, I'm not trying to look cool with a t-shirt on, it's just hot outside. There's a certain responsibility that you inherit whenever you get on a motorcycle, and a lot of these kids think that you get on a bike that you're just gonna, you know, you're gonna look cool and shit's gonna go smooth, and it never does. People pull out in front of you, they're texting, they're swerving, they're crossing center lines. Like, it's very dangerous, and your life expectancy goes way down, and it definitely goes way down whenever you decide to run from the police. You know, like the big group rides like Chirac and St. Louis and Miami, like I was talking about earlier, like when you run from police in a big group like that, you're running at like 30 miles an hour. Like there's, you know, hundreds of people, but not necessarily running, just more or less getting away. And I don't think it's acceptable, you know, but obviously you're a lot safer doing that than you are running solo in the rain with a t-shirt. I think TikTok culture has helped bring bikes back, you know, like I've always been into motorcycles, my friends have always been into motorcycles, whether it's dirt bikes, street bikes, Harleys, you know, whatever, but I think it's becoming a lot more popular again, but it's also kind of ruining it for a lot of people. Because, you know, you see like these book talk girlies or whatever that are just, you know, oh, he's got a helmet on, you can't see his face, and it's like this thirst trap thing. I just have, you know, a dark visor because I don't like people seeing my eyeballs. It makes me feel uncomfortable when you're sitting there at a light and you're just like, you're getting stared at through your clear visor. I mean, when I was younger and I started riding, you know, my first street bike, like a 05, I think, Gixxer. There was a huge clapped out piece of shit, and it had like zip ties and spray paint all over it. But I thought I was tough shit, and then I wrecked it, and it was a really rude awakening that, like, sure, it's fun and, you know, whatever, but like you're very fragile when you're on these things. You're at basically the liberty of everything else around you. You know, you feel like you're in control. You're not really that in control when you're on a motorcycle. Like, wearing gear greatly increases your odds, obviously, and it makes it less painful, I guess, when you wreck, and less expensive for like skin grafts, but nothing's going to protect your body from just breaking, or your bike from, you know, catching fire. And there's, you know, unless you're wearing a full leather tracksuit with an airbag system and, you know, you're going full MotoGP on the street, you're just kind of at the will and the mercy of everything else around you. And I think a lot of people don't, well, a lot of newer riders don't really see it that way, and they don't respect basically asphalt. Like, this is the most unforgiving surface that there is. There's nothing more unforgiving than hot pavement. I mean, even falling off your scooter and scraping your knee on the ground, you know that this shit sucks if you fall on it. So imagine hitting this at 70 or, you know, 40 in a t-shirt. Like, it's the most enjoyable thing that can happen. I know I sound like a dad, but I'm ranting. You're welcome. See, look, I just inspired a whole generation of bikers right there. Hopefully they'll see this video and know, you know what? I don't want to wreck on hot asphalt after all. I'm not going to run from the police, because that guy in that helmet's right. That shit would suck. I wouldn't run, but I also don't think that I'd be like the, hey, here's a gift card, thank you for your service type, because that's kind of weird. Feels like you're trying to like score with with law enforcement. That's kind of weird. Like, if you're gonna do that for cops, do it. Why don't you do it for everybody else? Like the ear, nose, and throat doctor, or your fucking massage therapist. Like, why? I don't know why people only do that to cops. It's so weird. Hey man, thanks for doing the job you signed up for. Here's a gift card. Don't pull me over. Also got a new a GoPro lens mod. Got the ultra wide lens mod. It was like $100. So hopefully this doesn't look like you're staring through the eye of a fly. as you're watching this video. I'll have to double check when I edit it, but I was trying to get the frames up because I know, like, the videos aren't exactly 4K. They don't, I don't know, they weren't looking very crisp. Like, you watch other people's videos and they look very crisp. Mine did not look crisp, so I'm trying to fix that, and hopefully this lens mod is the key to it. But I don't know. I won't know until I get home and edit this video. That's very, like, buggy. It looks like a pug. So hopefully it's not crazy domed all the way around it, or else that would suck. There wasn't much research online regarding the lenses and stuff, and you know, damn, that's slick. Almost wiped out. So that's my rant. My rant is all of these TikTok influencers that use bikes, and you know, they'll be dancing shirtless with tattoos, with their GTA character tattoos. It's like, I don't get it. You know, maybe it's because I don't have a 12-pack in the body of a Greek god, but I just don't. I've never seen that as part of riding a motorcycle, like looking sexy. When I think of riding a motorcycle, I think of like Terminator, when that dude, when he had his jacket on, you know, not when he took the jacket off, obviously he was a stud, but keep the jacket on, he just looks like your average, like, drunk uncle on a hog. What are these kids selling? Lemonade, huh? Let's go get some lemonade. Oh fuck, he's parking his bike. He parked his bike. Thanks, man. You guys got a fundraiser? Keep it. I can't carry it. Can't carry lemonade on me. You're welcome. Have a good one. You too. He's holding it like, oh my god, is it fucking real? It's real, kid. Maybe he'll buy something cool. Maybe he'll go get a motorcycle. There's a little cheap one on TikTok right now. It's like $300 for some little Chinese two-stroke 49, you know, 49cc, no weight limit. I thought about buying it just to do a video on it, but it seems like a huge waste of money. It's got a fucking pull start 49cc motor, two-stroke, but every video I've seen, these guys are pull starting it, and the damn pull cord snaps as soon as they pull it. So it's like kind of a waste of money. Had to spin the block on them. I thought it was a fundraiser. I didn't know. He's, oh, we're just out here saving up money. I respect it, man. I respect it. A lot of people don't even have jobs, and these kids are selling lemonade on a warm fall day. A warm fall day. I'm not doing a wheelie. Sorry, buddy. Bike's too expensive. Too nice to be breaking shit doing a wheelie. Another thing that I'm having some issues with is my GoPro battery dying way too fast. I bought 2 brand new batteries and they both die within like 20 minutes, and then I go to recharge them and they just flash white. So I don't know, I reached out to GoPro support and I'm gonna have to figure that out too. But small problems, you know, first world problems, no big deal. My whole shirt flew up. No! Alright, that's it for today, man. Gave some kids some money doing a little fundraiser, and I'm gonna go home and play Battlefield 6. But thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, or give me a thumbs down or a comment. I don't really care, man. I'm just doing it for fun. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Stay trashy.